When it comes to tasting the best beers in the world while enjoying a specific culture, nothing compares to Oktoberfest. It is the largest German festivity that takes place every year that people from all over the world want to experience. The festival's goal is simple: to bring people together from all walks of life to enjoy good company, delicious food, and a few cold beers. You might not know much about Oktoberfest, but one thing we're sure of is that it will be one of the best things you will ever experience in your life. Because, like whiskey, Oktoberfest in Munich only gets better with age. If this is your first Oktoberfest, you've come to the right place. But if you've been to Oktoberfest before, you might also need to watch this, as who knows how much you remember. But before we proceed, make sure to hit that subscribe button. So, buckle up, because here's everything you need to know about Oktoberfest. Let's begin with the basics. Number 1. The historical Oktoberfest's venue. As it has been for almost 200 years, Oktoberfest in Munich is always held on the Theresienwiese. In case you didn't know, Theresienwiese is where the first Oktoberfest was held and where the royal couple, Prince Ludwig and Prince Therese, celebrated their wedding. Theresienwiese, which translates as Therese's Meadow, was named after the bride. It's located just southwest of the city center and is easily accessible via its own dedicated U-Bahn train stop on Munich's U-Bahn train line. Next is number 2. Oktoberfest dates to remember. Oktoberfest Munich, Germany occurs around the end of September and lasts approximately 16 to 18 days, depending on the year. It usually finishes on the first Sunday in October. With that, the Oktoberfest 2025 will take place from September 20 to October 5. Expect that there will be lots of parades and events throughout the celebration. It is worth noting that the beer serving hours will be from 10 a.m. on weekdays, while 9 a.m. on weekends. While they stop serving beers by 10:30 p.m., you can still enjoy some activities until 12:30 a.m. So make sure to make the most of your time there. Number 3 is the fastest way to arrive at Theresienwiese. If you're thinking of driving your way there, you need to have some second thoughts. In the first place, how would you go home after chugging some beers? But the truth is, driving to Oktoberfest is not a good idea because there is a limited parking near the Theresienwiese. So, if you must travel by car, it is best to park outside of town and take public transportation. Regarding public transportation, the main train lines arrive in Munich at the Hauptbahnhof, the Ostbahnhof, and the Pasinger Bahnhof. Most long-distance trains arrive and depart from main station, which is a short walk from Theresienwiese. And if your legs aren't working at all, calling a cab is always an alternative. Perhaps you could have someone else dial for you. Just an idea. Next, at number 4, is the best outfit to wear. Dressing up at Oktoberfest is half the fun. You are not required to dress up, but we strongly advise you to do so. It's an essential element of the cultural experience. That's why many locals and guests dress up for this annual event. Here, men wear traditional Bavarian garb, composed of a shirt, bandana, Lederhosen, suspenders, socks, shoes, and hats. On the other hand, women are clothed in Dirndls, blouses, aprons, and ribbon necklaces. It's all the rage, I assure you. To give you some idea of where to get the clothes, you can spend on expensive designer clothes or simply buy a €50 outfit at any Munich or Berlin's local retailers. An excellent pair of Lederhosen or Dirndl costs roughly 150 euros. Coming in at number 5 is the reservation policy. Surprisingly, the main event does not require a reservation, but when it comes to tents, reservations are needed. It can be practically impossible to get into a large tent without a reservation, especially on a busy night. During the day, there will be no reservation as it is on a first-come, first-served basis. However, bookings for a table are required in the evening, since everyone wants to jump up and dance on the tables. It's worth noting that weekdays are much less packed than weekends, and it may be simpler to find a seat on such days. Before we continue with the list, please subscribe and hit the like button. It really helps us to bring you more content. And please don't forget to turn on the notification icon so you won't miss out on our other great videos. Now let's continue with number 6. Oktoberfest has beer tents where you can have fun inside. Oktoberfest is nothing without these fun and mysterious tents. In the event, there are usually 17 huge tents and 21 smaller tents to select from. The most well-known is the Big Six, which comprises Augustiner, Paulaner, Spaten, Lowenbräu, Hackerschor, and Hofbräu. While the tents all serve the same purpose, the crowns can vary significantly from tent to tent. Locals recommend the Paulaner tent to newcomers, since it offers the most inviting party atmosphere for foreigners while having a good mix of locals. However, if you're looking for a broader international population, the Hofbräu tent is a fantastic choice. There are also outdoor beer gardens that are a fantastic place to get away from all the commotions. There are also many rides and carnival games to enjoy. Coming at number 7, the best places to stay for Oktoberfest. Although the Oktoberfest location is easy to get to from central Munich, finding a place to stay can be a little challenging, especially during Oktoberfest season. Some locals recommend lunging around the Theresienwiese, but it can be tough to navigate transportation, especially late at night. But if you prefer public transit, you should stay near any of the German overground train system, known as the S-Bahn. Next, at number 8, at the start versus at the end. The opening and closing ceremonies are two fantastic Oktoberfest scheduled events that you really should consider attending. Although we do really encourage you to attend both and every day in between, these ceremonies are unique, worthwhile, and equally challenging to get into. The Oktoberfest opening day has a parade that marches from Juscelspittalstraße to the Theresienwiese. Beer tent owners, landlords, and brewers, with whom you should make friends immediately, are the stars of the parade. On the other hand, the Oktoberfest closing ceremony happens during the festival's last night in the legendary Hackerschor tent. Coming at number 9, your budget for Oktoberfest. What you should budget for Oktoberfest 2025 depends on how much you consume, but good news, entry to the festival and beer tents is completely 100% free. But that's only so much fun. No one goes to Oktoberfest to sit around with two empty hands. This is where your euro will begin to fly out of your wallet. To give you a better idea, a liter of beer, or roughly 2 pints, during Oktoberfest costs approximately 14.5 euro to 15.8 euro depending on the tent you're in. Unfortunately, a liter of water or any other non-alcoholic beverage costs almost as much. Also, meals in the tents typically cost 15 euro to 20 euro. If you want to spend a day in a tent, you must budget at least 100 euro to 150 euro. Tipping varies as well throughout the grounds. The tip is sometimes included in your tent reservation or voucher. If it is not, the server will inform you of the tip. which is more like a service fee type that Americans are used to. When planning for Oktoberfest, there is no set amount of money to bring because everyone's appetites and tolerance levels vary greatly. Next, at number 10, fun things to do that doesn't involve drinking. The focus of Oktoberfest, as expected, is on drinking, eating, romping, and singing. Indeed, the combination of tradition, mood, and spectacle makes it so unique. But it doesn't mean there's nothing else to do on the Oktoberfest lounge. If you become tired of beer, you can stroll through the beer tent's fairground, where there are almost unlimited rides and carnival games to enjoy. If the weather cooperates, musicians will even play songs you may probably never heard of. Before we end this video, you might wonder, Oktoberfest begins in September, but why is it called Oktoberfest? In honor of Prince Ludwig's marriage to Princess Therese von Sachsen-Hildburghausen, the first Oktoberfest was held in Munich in 1810. The celebrations began on October 12, 1810, and persisted for over a week until October 17. Following such a magnificent party, the happy couple agreed that the same festival should be held every year. So, the celebration was repeated every October, but was finally moved into September due to the weather concerns. So, there you have it. There are just a few highlights of what you need to know before going to Oktoberfest. Obviously, the list is unending, since we won't stop talking about it, but we hope we answer everything you're looking for. But if you have any more questions, please share them in the comment section. Make sure to subscribe and hit the like button. You can turn on the notification icon so you don't miss out on any of our travel videos. That's all for today, and I'll see you in the next one.